Well, hello everyone. We are just departing Charleville now. I did manage to find a motel eventually. Everything was full, but there was one room left here. Charleville to Capella. So we're off to Capella today. What a beautiful sunny morning in Queensland. So we've got 590 k's to Capella, so big day. We have a fuel stop at Townsville. We have mostly country roads and some awesome dirt roads going up through the forest into the hills. Townsville 200. So we had an awesome ride today. Riding up through the willow jam fields and then through Sapphire Country, through Rubyvale and onto Capella. It should be a good ride. Hardly any highway, just a couple of little spots to link dirt roads and country roads together. This is where we turn off the highway already. And onto the country road. So there's quite a few river crossings and creek crossings. I don't think there's any bridges, so it could be a bit interesting. I've had a lot of flooding up this way last week, but hopefully everything is down low enough to get through. A little bit chilly this morning. I've packed my liners away after I got into Queensland. So I've only got my summer vented jacket and a vented jersey. It should warm up pretty quick. So we've just turned off onto Blackward Road to Townsville. So this is just about 20 k's outside of Charleville. And we're onto the dirt roads already. Pretty lumpy road here. Wow, there's a bit of a mess up here. It's still a bit muddy. Whoa! Very muddy. Oh well. Let's see if we can get out of this. Wow. That just buried all of a sudden. It's like someone else got terribly bogged there too. Oh man. Well, I was not expecting to have this sort of trouble so early on in the day. That's for sure. And it looks like it just gets worse as you go. I'm going to have to drag the bike over to here and turn around. So I can't go any further forward, it'll only get worse. Alright, let's see if we can't drive it forward a bit. Come on, Husky. Well, I think we've got to find another way. Well, we got out of the mud, but is there a way through this? And is it worse further up?
Just wonder what this... And this road does follow along beside a creek the whole way. So it could be worse in front of us yet. Wow, look at the mess. Alright, let's get going. And that means back to Charleville and down the highway. Alright, never mind. Okay, back to Charleville it is, and down the highway. It's a bit of a shame because it looked like quite a nice track coming up through here. I guess that means I'll have to come back another day when it's not flooded. Probably even in another week's time, that'll all dry out. But yeah, it's not worth going up there now. You know, that boggy section was only a few hundred metres into the track, and there's 200 kilometres to go. You know, if I get stuck halfway or near the other end, it's an awful long way to come back. So, better to do the sensible thing. Bit of a shame, but never mind, that's the way it goes. So this is the creek that road follows, and yeah, it still has some water in it. Still water around here. Well, we're at the Mitchell Highway, so we head up here. And then after about 80 k's I think it is, we turn onto the Landsborough Highway and Tambo 198. Well, we made it to Tambo. It's 10:15, so made pretty good time. So now just to find some fuel, refuel, and then continue on towards the Gemfield and Sapphire on our way to Capella. And that is all off-road. This looks like the fuel here. So there's no way we would have made that dirt road. All of the creeks and rivers that we crossed had a lot of water in them. Yeah, it's a good thing we decided to come up the highway. Well, all fueled up. So it's off to Capella. Just to backtrack the highway a little bit. I think, hang on a sec. My map is saying this is not the way. I don't know what that one's saying, but this one's reading right. Still gets to the same place, I think. I don't know. Okay. Well, I'll see what's going on now. Okay, map problem solved. I think. Yes. So the phone app and the Garmin have slightly different routes but end up at the same place. So this will be the more adventurous way. So we'll give it a try. And we turn off the highway in about a K. And here's our turn off. Wilderness Way. Is Mount Playfair Road. So we have 186 k's from here. Part of the way is bitumen like this, and then it goes to dirt somewhere up ahead. It's a pretty nice country road. I like these roads. Look at it winding through the field. They're awesome. You just don't get this on highways. A little bit of a crest ahead. And let's check out the view over the crest. We might get a better view over the next crest. So look at that. Yeah, so the two maps are different because on the Garmin it went up the main road towards Alpha, about half the way to Alpha, and then turned off. So
this way is about 10 k's longer, but definitely more interesting. So eventually the Garmin will catch up with us further down the road. So the Garmin Zumo XC is working today. So if you've watched previous episodes, you'll know that the touchscreen had stopped working. But after I reset it at night time, it comes back, and then sometimes during the day it will stop working again. So I try and put my plan into it in the evening when it's working, and even if the touchscreen stops, I still have the plan there and the time and distance. After 200 k's coming down the highway, this is such a pleasure. Oh, here we have some cattle resting in the shade. Come on guys, don't jump out in front of me. Oh yeah, okay, cross the road in front. Good on you. Never mind. Then the dirt road starts. So I'm about 20 k's into this road. Now look at the emus. Cool. So we have a fair bit of dirt road on our way to Capella. I'm pretty sure that going up through Sapphire and Rubyvale, that's a bitumen road. So the surface here is just a little bit loose. So as usual on these roads, caution is required. Yeah, especially with the weight on the back. It's surprising how much that weight unbalances the bike. Getting a little softer. It's come good again now. No, it's still maintaining 90, so that's not too bad. Well, we're in the forest now. Climbed up the hills. The track is still pretty scary. And now we have a pretty good section. Looks like there might be sandy ahead. Oh, that's good. Good. Good corrugations on these bends. That was a pretty slidey section. It's like they just got too much gravel down here. I guess that stops it going muddy in the rain. But still way better than travelling on the highway. You can see those corrugations. And some cattle up ahead. What are they going to do? Just look at me. That's it, just look at me. Oh, this is Wilderness Way, and I guess it gets a fair bit of traffic going up to the gem fields. One car came past me before, and another dry crossing. So I haven't had any water on any of these crossings yet. Come on guys, out of the way, thank you.
Welcome to the Central Highlands, Carnarvon National Park, Good Life section. We're about 75 k's from Tambo, and the sign back there said that this road is not maintained very much, so be on the lookout. We're expecting a rougher road, and they were right. If we can average about 80, which might be difficult here, that'll get us into Capella at about 4 o'clock. Geez, we'll be lucky to average 60 coming through here. This is pretty sandy here. We're really up in the hills now. I'd say, by the looks of things, we'll have a lot more climbing and descending before we get out of this national park. But it's not difficult, it's not like enduro work. And of course the Husky really makes light of it. And no trouble at all for Husky. And nice track through the trees. And this is so cool. Check out all the rocks. How cool is this here? Wow, this is so awesome. I had no idea it was going to be like this. A little slippery. Well, just that Husky stepping out of it. And because she just wants to go. Oh, definitely an adventure ride. This is what it's all about. I know a few people who would love to be here riding this. Oh, maybe others will come with me next time. Sand. So we're down in the valley now. Whoa! And whew, I think I better check this out, see if it's boggy or whether I can ride through there or go up the side. Go up the side here if I can, if it's not boggy. Hey, this looks alright. It's probably alright through the water too, but it might be boggy. Better check further on. Yeah, this looks alright. Yeah, we'll get through there, no problem. Hopefully that's not famous last words. Piece of cake. Well, let's hope there's nothing worse than that. Oh, a bit of sand here. So as I was saying, what an awesome ride. A little bit of a water hole to get past, but that was no problem. Another change of surface here. And then back to this grey gravelly stuff. It's really hard packed, a few little sand patches in it. And here's a little bit more sand. Husky just handles the sand so well. Just stand up, pull back a little bit, put on some power. It doesn't even look like twitching the front wheel. I see now why someone's made a track off to the left there. This one's a bit rough. But nothing for Husky. So we're going down into another valley here. So I'm getting up to 80 on the brook sections, which means I'm not averaging 80. But there is some bitumen track further up that will help bring up my average speed. Oh, this is so much fun. Well, next time I come down this way, I'm definitely doing this track again, but I'll do it in the reverse direction. There's also a few other tracks I'd like to ride again, and also lots of tracks that we couldn't do because of flooding, so we'll have to catch those as well. Stopped here to have a look around. Husky's going great. It's just such nice hilly country. You can see the track I came down, and there's some mountains there in the distance. And the trail just winds through the hills up and down. Awesome riding. Alright, let's keep going. So we're still riding through hilly country here. 175 k's to go to Capella. So we're not too far now from Willow Gemfields. And then after that we have Sapphire and Rubyvale. But another nice track to ride on. It looks like a storm brewing in front of us there. But we keep going north for 100 k's before we turn to the east to go to Capella. And I don't know, that storm looks like it's probably closer than 100 k's. But we'll see, we'll see. Well, the road has now gone to bitumen. But it's still winding through these hills, and it's got some nice twisties to it, so it's still a lot of fun to ride. And look at that scenery. So I just went onto reserve a minute ago
237 still going on reserve. And that's about 10 litres. So we turn left here onto Willows Rutland Road. And this is the road that will take us to Willow Gemfield. And most of the creeks up this way are pretty dry. Some have a little bit of water in them. So yeah, tiny bit of water there. So this area was just the very upper reaches of that big rain system that we tried to avoid on the way to Texas. What a great road. Well, we're now on the Capricorn Highway. And we go down here a few K to Anarchy siding and turn left there to go to Sapphire and Rubyvale. I didn't see any gem fields when we came down that road, so you must have to turn off somewhere. So this is our turn here, Anarchy to the right, Sapphire and Rubyvale to the left. So this is our last leg to Capella, and I think it's probably bitumen all the way. So we're just coming into Sapphire now. And this is Rubyvale, just a few k's down the road from Sapphire. We'll bypass the town centre this time and carry on to Capella. So we went on to reserve for the second time at 350 k's. That means there's about 3 litres left and we've got 34 k's to go. Now at 4 o'clock, we should get in about 20-25 past 4. The storm seems to have dissipated. I've got a few spots of rain, that's all. We have arrived at Capella. Now all I have to do is find accommodation. So I'm going to end this video now. Boy, what a day. Just had such a blast. After getting out of the bog, that is. Yeah, no, it's been a great day. So I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video. And I will catch you in the next video as I continue my 6,000 kilometre journey. So until then. So this accommodation is really set up for mine workers, but it will certainly do me for tonight.